I want to talk about Jay-Z and the glaring hypocrisy of his deal with the NFL. I don't know if you all have heard, but Jay-Z is basically going to be securing the bag from the NFL. And the NFL is going to be paying him to do several things, including serving as a consultant to help find performers for the Super Bowl halftime show. And also, he's going to help the NFL advertise on certain streaming services, i.e. Tidal, right? Probably. And I'm going to tell you why that's hypocritical. Because during the whole situation with Colin Kaepernick, you had Jay-Z wearing Colin Kaepernick's jersey and, famously saying to the NFL, I don't need you, you need me, and publicly bragging about the fact that he had turned down the opportunity to perform at a halftime show. He also openly criticized Travis Scott, along with the kind of old school Atlanta rappers who came out during the Super Bowl performance, from earlier this year. Then he allegedly talked Meek Mill out of a meeting with President Trump to have a conversation about prison reform, and he has openly made statements where he's made it clear that he does not agree with Kanye West and his association with President Trump. I'm going to tell you why Jay-Z's a big fucking hypocrite, okay? Because after doing all of that, he's now working with the very people that he called evil. Black women, do you notice that a lot of these men have all of these horrible things to say about men of other races, but they have no problems taking their money? Have you noticed that? They call the so-called the white man so evil and have no problem taking his money and using his platforms and luring other black people to those platforms after calling those spaces evil. That's hypocritical. That's hypocritical because, see, if you know anything about the NFL and their sponsors, they heavily contribute to Republican political candidates. So you're going to allow your voice and the role that you have to a lot of black people who view you as a legend in hip hop. You're going to allow your image to be used to help the NFL and by extension their sponsors make money just so they can donate to the very candidates that a lot of your black supporters wouldn't align with politically. So you're going to help put people in office that a lot of black people view as being anti-black. You're supposed to be pro-black, black first, protesting on the behalf of other black people and protesting against police brutality, right? Jay-Z's a fucking hypocrite, and I'm going to tell you who else is. Meek Mill. Ever since Meek Mill got out of jail and he had everyone saying free Meek and people singing it in songs, he has used that prison experience to make money, whether it's from his documentary, his musical projects. Another thing that Jay-Z did is he's got some sort of bail reform app with Diddy. So you can only talk about prison reform and bail reform when there's a check in it for you. But you have the audacity to criticize other black people who are willing to have conversations with the person who's the president of the country. You have the audacity to be critical of people like, the Candace Owens and others. Right? But you have no problem collecting a check from the very people that you were just talking shit about. Now, this is what I'm going to be looking for, ladies. I'm going to be looking to see whether or not all of these black people who had the audacity to call divested black women and BWE supporters, race hustlers. I'm going to be looking to see whether or not any of those people are going to call out Jay-Z for his hypocrisy. Okay? And I want you all to really think about something. Pro-Blackness is a scam for a lot of these people. It's a way for them to make money, and it's a way for them to play on the emotions of weak-minded and vulnerable black people. And this is why you have a lot of people, I believe, in high places who do not like those of us who are divested black women. Because when you are divested, your emotions can't be played on to help someone else secure the bag. And that's what they're mad about. They're mad because they can't use us. And they're mad because they know that the more that these messages spread, the more other black women will perhaps wake up so that they, in turn, cannot be used. But pay attention to all of these pro-black people who act like they care so much about the so-called black community, and pay attention to the fact that they don't do anything. They don't lift a finger, okay, unless they're getting fucking paid. And don't let these people use you. Don't let anybody play on your emotions, okay? Don't let people play on your emotions, because when they do that, you become vulnerable to be used and exploited. And that is exactly what Jay-Z has done to all of the people who were supporting him and Colin Kaepernick during that NFL protest, okay? Anyway, y'all, I will talk to you soon.